July 14th, another update. Starting with the raspberries. Raspberries are doing well. We've continued to pick them as they ripen. It's fabulous. Able to make waffles and pancakes with it. Turns out quite well. My wife was able to pick around 2 quarts of raspberries so far from the bushes. So, moving along through the yard. You can come over and walk up to the garden area. So the squash, in this case they are Italian striped zucchinis. They're doing pretty well. It's a warm part of the sun. We come down here and get a nice close look of one. That should be ready to pick here shortly. Moving back. Had quite a few flowers, but not much fruit. They mostly have been male flowers. And then the fabulous tomatillos are doing quite well. In many cases, when I come out here, the wind has blown them off. They are so nice and ripe. So if you look down in here, you can see nice. The bad boy's probably ready to go. Let's give it a pull. Yeah, look at that. Very nice tomatillo. These make great salsa if you're into hot and sweet. So moving back, you can see the tomatoes are starting to change colors. These bad boys are orange Amana tomatoes, I believe. And they're a nice shape, lovely color. And I can't wait. It looks like that one may be ready to go. So I may pick it here later on today. But the tomato plants are just rocking. They're just putting on tomatoes. And they're changing color slowly. You can see a few more back there. I'll swing around to them here in a bit. But here's a nice side view of all the tomatoes. A little bit of dill here in the front. And then right here, we have 2 peppers. We have one of the aji charopitas and one of the Scotch bonnets, and I want to overwinter those so I can have them next year so we can eventually get trees out of them. The strawberries are doing pretty well. They're slowing down a little bit. Looks like they need a little water. The garlic has done well. I put a little fertilizer in them. I was hoping to pick them here later in July. They're going through flowering right now, so I'll wait until that's done at minimum. Moving along. The flowers are doing pretty well. Nothing fancy out at the moment. I do like this flower, even though there's only a little bit left of it. They were quite beautiful when they were around. Moving around our lettuce bed. It's gotten too warm for it. It's starting to bolt. It's completely bitter at this point, so we're not eating it. We'll just let it go to seed. And then, speaking of seeds, love the onion. The onion's doing quite well. And you can zoom in there. I've smacked it around a little bit to get some of the seeds to drop so we can get some more going. But they're doing pretty well. And then one of my favorite areas, of course, is Pepperland. So the Aju charopitas, they haven't bushed up too well. Again, have flowers, but I haven't found any fruit on any of them really. The Scotch bonnets, on the other hand, totally the opposite. So let's get down here. So if we peek in there, you can see a few Scotch bonnets, and they're growing pretty well. And they'll start to orange up here later, and then move into our other plant. You can see one nice right there, a little small one in the sun, and some other larger ones developing behind it. Stepping back, we're gonna see at these eggplants. So I picked one of my eggplants, and I've yet to eat it, but it was a nice size, about 6 inches in length. And if we move down in here, there is just this lovely flower. Hopefully I'm on it, but they're just beautiful. Love them. And if you look around the corner, there's a nice little eggplant growing right there. So it's doing really well. Plants are growing up quite well. Heading back, let's refocus onto the tomatoes. There's a few of the tomatoes that are ripening right over here. And then this bad boy, he's just continuing to put on fruit and growing. So the garden's going quite well. It's been warm here in Colorado, so the plants have been doing pretty good in it as long as I keep them watered. So I hope everyone's having a good time, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.